Tim.
We'll start her up. We're running. There he is. There's nasty Tim Nela. We don't know if you have a name or not. Have you settled on a moniker for wrestling?
Guys, you guys, I mean, you can call me anything at this point. I mean, call me Top Shelf Tim. You can call me the Needle Mover. I don't care what it is. Merchandise man, Minnesota Menace. I'm ready.
All right. All right. I mean, I go with
I'm
Top Shelf Tim all the
up.
time anyway.
How about the real estate
my
wrestler?
cohorts here.
The real estate wrestler. The agent. Tim Nela. Tim Nela.
Here's the thing, JR. Just don't call me Nela. You already know that.
I know, but I would never ever do that again.
You know what happened last time you did that Top Shelf? It wasn't good, man. It wasn't good. I went on that stage and I saw red because of what you did. I did.
I know.
Tim
Nela. I apologized profusely.
That's like when people call me Chillstorm. Like, come on, man. Read the fucking name. You know it.
Never called me Chillstorm.
Does Ace know his mic's off? Or am I way behind something?
How about now? Can you hear me now?
No.
Yes.
What?
Oh, shit. I mean, no. Sorry. Forgot the bit.
Way to go. Whoops. Way to ruin it. Way to ruin the fun and games.
Okay, you can hear me?
No.
Yeah. You fuckheads.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Nela, you can hear me, right?
All day.
Okay, Jesus. All right. Anyways, what's up, buddy?
Hello, Clint.
Clint's here. Yeah, Clint's got becoming a guest. We're gonna have him on soon. We rescheduled. We'll run it again. I'm
gonna go live on my Instagram real quick too.
Oh shit!
I told him I was gonna go. I told him. No, I feel good, man. Like I was looking forward to this day. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, that shirt's dope though.
Yeah, so I think the back on this one says 24 Savage. That's another name too. I don't know what name I'm gonna go with, JR. I don't know.
Well, guess what? Here's the thing though. I'm the one that gets to say it, so it might just be up to me.
How about the Savage? I don't know.
I'm gonna just fuck with Tim and be like, it's Kevin Hart. I mean, wait, what?
You're such a dick.
They better just know my name. That's all I care about. They better know my name. That's it.
Well, everybody's knowing your name when it comes down to Madhouse right now, my friend.
Are they talking about me?
I mean,
they should be. So we'll pull the poster up.
Yeah, right there, front and center.
That's your first poster, bro. First wrestling poster.
That's crazy. Look at that, man. And you know what? That's Jimmy Wild right there, right?
Yes,
Jimmy
sir.
Wild right there.
I've seen that man live. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I respect everybody on this poster right here. So it's just like the fact that I'm even on there, man. That's humbling. You know what I mean? Like I follow these guys, man. Like this is the fact that they're coming to our city, and that I'm actually I'm on the flyer for crying out loud. I mean, like nothing but respect for everybody on that poster.
Yeah, we got some heavy hitters, guys. We got some heavy hitters. Look at this. Obviously, we've got Badger Briggs is going to be there. We got Clay Cooper. We've got Solomon Tupu, Uncle T in the house. Darren Corbin, which I'm very excited for Darren Corbin. Of course, Ugly. Sage Hale on there. Of course, Timmy Nela right in the middle there. We got some other great names that are going to be at the show. It's going to be a stacked show that you're making your debut on. But because it is in your hometown, look at this. You even get your own. You even get your own.
Oh, no.
Unbelievable.
I get my own flyer.
This is
ridiculous.
Look at that. And I think that's Rochester, like.
In the background?
In the background of your silhouette.
Tell you
there.
what, you compare that one to you holding that bowling ball in Rochester Magazine, baby.
Fuck, I should have had that side by side, that and then the single in the city picture. Oh,
yes.
man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, just real quick, though. So, like, because you guys have to hear this. So, I don't know if people actually understand how big of a fan I actually am. I mean, Ace knows because Ace and I we did a podcast together years ago, but we always talked about this. I mean, like, and this was probably like 7 years ago we were talking about this. But the thing is, truly, guys, I write down goals at the end of each year. December 31st of 2022, I wrote down number 13 on my list. It's on my fridge right now. I walk by. I don't look at it every day. Number 13 on my list was take my first wrestling bump this year. You know what I mean? And for those like this year, whether it was the play, getting back on the football field after 4 years, it's just crazy how this is working out like this. So like when we talk about that flyer, you talk about everybody on there. I have nothing but respect. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing for the show. I have zero clue what's going to happen. Just the fact that I'm actually going to be a part of it is all I care about. You know what I mean? And obviously, you guys know, I'm honorary 2 count. JR, you know this. Man, we celebrated my bachelor party together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've probably been a guest more than any other guest, realistically. I mean, I really think so. I mean, so no, I'm excited, y'all. Like I got chills, man. Just thinking about this.
You and Nerd D are probably the only 2 that have the numbers more than 2 on the show. Well, Whitney is about to be up there with you guys as well. So, but yeah, that's an elite club. We only let special people in that club.
That seems like a team top shelf kind of thing right there. You know what I mean, Tim?
Oh my gosh.
Top shelf Tim.
Hey, look. Just to stall the team top shelf bullshit, we did not play the opening yet. And I'm going to do that right now real quick.
What? You just...
Welcome to the show. Let's see what has been happening in the wrestling world. Welcome to the show, where comedy meets wrestling by fans for fans. The 2 counts, always the best guests in Midwest. The 2 counts, great time guaranteed because we're the best of the best. Meet Big Ace and JR, Top Shelf Tommy, we're about to start. Welcome to the 2 count. It's time to dig deep into the wrestling world. Welcome to the 2 count, where comedy meets wrestling by fans for fans. The 2 count.
The 2 count. The 2 count. Where comedy meets wrestling. Please comment, share, like, and start a hype train for God's sakes. And now, here are the hosts of the 2 count. Comedian John Russell, wrestling broadcaster Big Ace, and everybody's favorite heel, Top Shelf Tommy.
Yes, it is Tuesday, and those of you who are joining us for the first time, please say hello in the chat, wherever you may be watching. If you've are a long-time listener, always happy to see you. And we have Tim Nela with us, who is an absolute member of the show. And Tim is going to actually make his in-ring debut on November 11th at Madhouse Wrestling's Insanity in Med City, and we are super excited to hear how your training has been going, to all of it. It's just, I mean, we are all 3 fat guys. We're living vicariously through you, Timmy.
Tim, let me ask you something real quick here, too. How does that look to you right there? Top Shelf Tim Nela. Is that name on? I mean, it works. Look at the name on the screen. Come on, that's perfect right there. Pretty.
I need because like I've been wanting to ask you this for a while. So I need to know the team Top Shelf Mount Rushmore. Ooh. And I better be on that Mount Rushmore. Let's just say that.
Well, so far right now, there's actually only 3, so we don't even have a 4th person on the team Top Shelf. But that's fine because it's literally you. Well, you know what? Hold on, I can't say that.
Are you talking about guests, or are you talking about the hosts?
Well, no. I mean, let's be. Honestly, actually, no. There is 4. There's technically actually 5 members. So, but the Mount Rushmore has to be the ones who are the doers more than anything else. So it's going to be Tim Nela, Nerdy, and Du Bois, Brandon the Shank Eubanks, and Bryce Jordan. That's the Mount Rushmore right there. I'm just over here as a
top. That's the top shelf Mount Rushmore. You can
that's the team Top Shelf Mount Rushmore right there.
That's crazy.
That's 4 for 4, man. That's hits all around, dude.
Yeah, but also you're missing one other one though.
I mean, I know where my place is. Again, I give it up for the doers, man. I mean, literally, we got Tim Nela. He's going to make his in-ring debut. We got the boys that are the tag team champions down there at Absolute. We got Nerdy, who's getting ready for his big collaboration with the Minnesota Orchestra come April. And I'm over here hanging with you bums every goddamn week. So, yeah, I got to give it for the doers, man. That's Team Top Shelf Mount Rushmore right there.
That's a top shelf list. I can't compute. That's a top shelf list.
So here's the thing. I want to
guy-
say this.
This guy's nameplate says top shelf too, though, so he must be in there.
Here's the thing.
I'm the creator of Team Top Shelf.
You guys, I can't disagree with Tom's list with one exception.
Oh, you don't like Shank on there? You don't like Shank on there?
Tom himself.
Really bring that up with Shank.
Because Tom says he goes with the doers, and I'd like to know what he's done in the last year.
Who's this?
You.
I didn't include myself in Mount Rushmore.
I thought you did. I thought it was the top shelf Mount Rushmore.
The Team Top Shelf Mount Rushmore for you who are hard of hearing, clearly John Russell, our guest tonight, Top Shelf Tim Nela, Nerdy, and the boys, Brandon Shank Eubanks and Bryce Jordan. The Golden God Bryce Jordan. Okay, see? I'm not even putting myself on the list. That should tell you something. Okay?
I'm not mad at that list at all.
See, Tim Nella gets it, baby. He understands. I mean, fucking relax, Joshua Joseph, man. And also, the reason we never had you back as a guest is because the numbers went down when you were on here. Fuck you.
Listen.
Now hold on. And now JR, now for you, because you're gonna appreciate this, because now we're not talking about Team Top Shelf. So then now you're the head coach. I can't think of his name right now. As you can see, I have Dream Team on my shirt. So the Dream Team, what is your Dream Team? So you get to name 5. I'm letting you name 5, JR. I'm putting you on the spot right now.
Dream Team of what?
Of your guests, of people that have been on the show.
Guests that I've personally enjoyed the most.
Yeah, let's hear this grumpy old man. Let's hear it.
I enjoy Nerd D.
Of course.
Always. I enjoy Tim Nella. Always. And it's more because and Tim, you're on the list not because you're a guest. You're more like an occasional co-host, and so it's different. Let's see. I enjoyed having Jossie on with us, and the reason is because Jossie said, "I got 20 minutes for you," and we ended up going a full hour because of the way that Tom and I interacted with him. And I say that because I think most wrestlers have a picture. Like we heard this with some of the older guys when they were talking about, well, why should I go on a podcast? What podcast should I go on? I feel like once wrestlers realize what it is we're doing, that they'd like to come on here because it's so totally different from all the other wrestling podcasts that are out there. We're talking about those people anyway.
Keep going with the list.
Yeah, give me the list.
You've done 3 so far. Do you need a recap of the 3 so far?
I am always happy to have Daddy Decent on with us.
Yeah.
Justin Decent is fun. And I will go back to was Brad Williams on our show?
That was the very first two count.
First 2 count. Because Brad Williams is probably, out of all of our guests, the most notable. Is that 5 for you yet, Tom?
That is 5. Congratulations.
Okay. And here's the other thing, too. I mean, I'm going to keep adding. Baron Corbin was on with us.
Darren.
That's what I said. Darren Corbin.
It sounded like you said Baron Corbin.
I know. I think I bit my tongue.
You definitely said Baron.
Yeah, but
was it Happy Corbin?
Thanks for shoving me under the bus, you fucks.
We didn't need to do any of that, actually.
Shut up, Tom.
You just talked.
Wait, but how many?
I think he named 5.
Here's the thing.
It was 5.
All of the Arjun Singh is fantastic. I love to talk with him.
Going to be at Madhouse Show 9 in Rochester. So that's very cool, man. I like this. Our guest, man.
I mean, and Billy Starks, for God's sakes, how can I forget Billy Starks?
I was gonna say, Billy Starks is on my list right away.
Hold on, Ace. No, hold on, Ace. It's different for you. He had Mount Rushmore. He had the Dream Team. You a Dallas Cowboys fan? Ace is 5 stars. The 5 stars. I need to know your 5 stars. So you get 5 also, but it's called 5 stars. Come on, man.
But we're still
I've been
talking
waiting for
guests.
this.
There's a good point.
Yeah.
There's a
Just
good
switch it up
point.
a little bit. You get the name 5. You get the name because you're a Cowboys fan, so you get 5 stars.
Okay, hang on a second. James Jeffries has been on the show. Go to our YouTube or Twitch and watch back. You will see him. Well, how that was like what 2-3
I
months
think
ago?
it just means that he hasn't been mentioned yet. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah. It's so here's the thing, Guy. We've been honored to have so many people on with us.
Okay, well, hang on. No,
I want to hear Ace's 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my phone. And guy from Minnesota, I haven't gone yet, so you don't know.
He's not gonna be.
I'm excluding 2 though. I'm gonna exclude 2 right away. And that's gonna be Nela. You're not eligible because you are more of a co-host. There's a couple people that we've set up to be friends of the show. So if we can't make an episode, they could maybe fill in, or they're just people that we have like good relationships with, and it goes very well when they're on. So they become regulars. So they become part of the show. They're part of the team. Nela is one of them, and Whitney McAllister is becoming one of them as well now, with how great she's been with us.
Whitney.
So those 2 are disqualified. I'm not counting those 2 at all because they're going to be back many, many times to come. And hopefully, if we do some live stuff down the road, those 2 people may be at any live shows we do and part of the live shows, because we want to bring the 2 Count family, not just us 3 fatties. So, anyways,
Stop calling me fat. Stop calling me fat. All right.
Where's the lie?
I don't identify.
Where's the lie?
I identify as husky. Learn the fucking words. All right. Learn the terminology here. JR.
Fine, we could go by that. So yeah, Billy Starks for sure. I would definitely say Brad Williams. Yeah, probably Darren Corbin. Badger Briggs was a good interview. And yeah, we've had a lot of people on, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Luke Raven? I like Luke Raven.
Well, come on now. Let's be realistic here, okay?
I'm biased. I like Luke.
Yeah. Everybody loves the boss man. I get it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, I get you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Damn,
man.
Dan.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard coming up with that last one.
Jerry over here.
Really hard to come up with that last one.
I mean, you didn't come up with. You didn't even say Nerdy. Is he part of your?
Oh, did I not? Oh, yeah, Nerdy.
Yeah.
I thought I said him. Nerdy, then for sure. He's in there.
I'm bailing.
But Nerdy is also someone who is friend of the show.
Yeah.
On Airy, and hopefully we're going to do some stuff, all of us, with Nerd D too for the channel. So keep your eyes open for that, including you, Nela.
With so many people we've had.
We've had a lot of great people, man.
Rabbi
Fine, Clark Feldman.
Yes.
We had one called Manders on the show.
Manders.
Malice.
I mean, Lars was okay.
Oh yeah, Lars was fun.
Y'all want me to answer that question from Guy from Minnesota? Because
yeah, go ahead.
I started training 20 years ago.
Oh
legitimately. Shit. Oh yeah, no, like I've been waiting for a long time for this. But like in regards to being in the ring, I've been doing a lot of just like weight training, conditioning, but I have not been in the ring yet. So that's where we're looking at the clock right now. I mean, the clock is ticking, so I better start training ASAP. So if you have a place that you recommend me to go check out, please let me know because I am willing to go anywhere right now. But so I still haven't officially took my first bump.
Ooh, good fucking call, Thomas.
Yes, Tom, she was awesome.
Fucking call.
And the Hale sisters.
Guy from Yeah. Oh, and the Hale sisters, love them. Guy from Minnesota. Yeah, we've got some plans for Timmy's training. He's going to have a very, very busy couple months coming up right before this show in November.
He's going to get wrecked.
But again, too, we don't know I don't know what the plan is. I have no idea if you're going to be if we're going to have like a battle royal and you're going to be in that or some sort of scramble or. I have no idea what the plan is. I just know
you're just going to bring.
You're going to be there
and be like, "Hey, it's Tim Nela, everybody! Now get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah, I may not even wrestle. I may just go out there and out somebody.
Yeah, yeah. So we don't know what's going to happen, but I know Timmy is open to if anybody gets in his way, or if
they better not do that.
Yeah. So, but. We did have a video sent to us, though. So we're going to check this out right now. Luke sent this to me just a little bit ago. I got it.
The land of 10,000 lakes, or as I like to call it, the land of 10,000 mistakes. Madhouse Pro Wrestling makes its Minnesota debut November 11th at the Chateau Theater in Rochester. And what would a Madhouse show be without its tag team champions, Gable Galileo and Max Chill? I mean, we've been dominating Madhouse since its very inception, since day one, right, Max?
Why are we even going to Minnesota? First of all, it's cold. It's too cold for the man himself, Max Chill. The women are mid. The fans are buttermilk drinking losers.
And why is Tim Nela on this show? Who is Tim Nela?
Who's Tim Nela?
We earned our spot on this show. Tim Nela, I don't know what he did to deserve his own poster, but we won these tag championships not once, but twice. We were the first ever tag team champions. So I think we should go have a talk with Tim on November 11th. You better be there in Rochester, the Chateau Theater, and see what happens when Tim Nela and the tag team champions, Chillerleo, come face to face.
And if you don't know, now you know.
That's it looks like you're getting threatened.
Yeah, those aren't probably the best guys to, so we at least know you're gonna
Hold on. What the hell was that?
That would be the tag champs. Yeah.
It's called a promo.
Oh,
they talking to me? Who the hell is Tim Nela? Hold on. Guys. Are they calling me out?
Looked like it.
They apparently want to talk to you. Hold
on. Max Chill? Gable Galileo, right?
Galileo.
I know these. Okay. So they really have the nerve to talk about Minnesota women being mid. They have the nerve to talk about who the hell is Tim. All right, so November 11th, first off, you're not going to come to Rochester, Minnesota and expect me not to be there. I'm on the flyer for a reason. Are they on the flyer? Last time I checked, they're not on the flyer.
They're on the side. I mean, you're kind of dead middle.
Are they? Yeah. Okay, well, guess what? I didn't see them. But I'm going to tell you right now, I will see them November 11th. Because if they keep that exact same energy with me on November 11th when they hit my city, it's not going to be pretty for them too. I'm going to tell you right now, Max better chill.
Max better chill.
Because he's going to find out.
Yeah, Max better chill.
I'm fired up. Okay.
And I'll tell you what, those boys have a big task before that show, too, a few weeks before that show in Rochester, because they are going to be on October 28th at the Madhouse Halloween show, running it back one more time with Briar and Sage Hale, the Hale sisters, trying to get those tag team titles. So, I mean, there's a chance that they come to Rochester without those belts. And then
October 28th, you said? Where's that at?
That's going to be down in the Cedar Rapids area.
Are we pulling up? I'm on front row. We pulling up.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I love this.
Hey, no, we there. No. I'm gonna be right there for because they doing all that talking right now. They talking about November. They got to worry about a match. They worried about me. No, we there. Front row. Luke, Bucket, Nela, front row. 2 count. We going. I'm hot now, yo. I came here happy. I'm hot now. Okay.
Are we putting like a special Tim Nela chair right there on the front row? I mean, I think front row's already sold out down there. So, I mean, that's what we almost got to do, right?
You know what we're going to do? Because you guys don't know.
We'll make a seat. We'll make a seat for Tim.
Hey, boys, here's what we're going to do. Because these guys right now want to talk about who the hell is Tim Nela. Tim Nela is a needle mover. What we're gonna do, we're gonna have Who Is Tim Nela merchandise, and we are gonna be at that show with Who Is Tim Nela t-shirts on front row, and we'll be selling those merchandise. So them shirts will be available real soon. How about that? Oh, they gonna know who Tim Nela is. Are we there?
Dang.
We there. Book it.
You gonna have them available on ProWrestlingTees.com, please?
It's gonna be top
JR.
shelf, baby. It's gonna be top shelf.
There it is,
takes
guys.
time.
There it is, baby. Fucking right.
Madhouse Wrestling 8 fired up trick-or-treating at the show, by the way. So check that out. This is at Knapp Creek Event Center, Waldford, Iowa. One hell of a venue. One of the better ones, more production-wise, that we ran in last year. So very exciting coming back to that. Chileo right there on the poster. Stamian Saint Sparrow. Champ Jimmy Wild's going to be there. Clay Cooper. We got the Hale sisters coming, and look at that. Yeah, the Phoenix Queen right there, or Princess, sorry. Amina Belmont's going to be back in the house as well. What you know, Amina only does bangers. So it's going to be one hell of a show. And apparently now, Tim Nella's going to be sitting front row watching Chileo. So
It's going to be like the Outsiders invading WCW, right? Just be like, oh, I bought my ticket. I love it. I love it.
Hey, look. They want to know who Tim Nela gonna be right there front row, and we're gonna be right there, boys. I'm telling you right now. Hey, all I seen on that last flyer was those 2 tag team belts. And one thing that Tim Nela, I love gold. I'm taking that gold. I'm taking. Oh no, we there. Okay, no, these guys, they got me hot.
I got a new nickname for you here.
No,
the Madness to Madhouse. Madness Tim Nela. Fuck yeah, there we go. I can feel that. Like that just feels right.
It's a top shelf temperature right now, man. I'm hot. No, hey, look, I came here today. I wanted to hang out with y'all. I had zero clue that anybody. I thought everybody out there was gonna be excited to come to Rochester to hang out with me. I was gonna show them a good time. We have a little after party lined up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, now this, come on, like I just got attacked and they coming to my city. Ain't that crazy? Okay, you know what I'm saying? They talk about the whip.
I kind of want to play it again.
The land of 10,000 lakes, or as I like to call it, the land of 10,000 mistakes. Madhouse Pro Wrestling makes its Minnesota debut November 11th at the Chateau Theater in Rochester. And what would a Madhouse show be without its tag team champions, Gable Galileo and Max Chill? I mean, we've been dominating Madhouse since its very inception, since day one, right, Max?
Why are we even going to Minnesota? First of all, it's cold. It's too cold for the man himself, Max Chill. The women are mid. The fans are buttermilk drinking losers.
And why is Tim Nela on this show? Who is Tim Nela?
Who's Tim Nela?
We earned our spot on this show. Tim Nela, I don't know what he did to deserve his own poster, but we won these tag championships not once, but twice. We were the first ever tag team champions. So I think we should go have a talk with Tim on November 11th. You better be there in Rochester, the Chateau Theater, and see what happens when Tim Nela and the tag team champions, Chilileo, come face to face.
And if you don't know, now you know.
I don't understand the music that they had playing.
I know, because they usually walk out to hose Matt.
Whiskey Lullaby, you know, like maybe they're just thinking there's. I think that's a little bit of a, you know, maybe call to Tim. Maybe they're sleeping on Tim with the Whiskey Lullaby over there. Maybe. Just saying. Couple of people.
Max Chill, go quote Notorious B.I.G. If you don't know, now you know. Who are these kids even old enough to know who Biggie is? Oh, I cannot. Oh, we are going to Iowa. Oh, these two.
True story. Max Chill is actually 48 years old.
Here, I've been thinking he's my son. He's my uncle.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Wait, yeah, he's your son. He's actually Tom's son. So there's also that
adopted son. I can be him like my stepchild, Tim. I'm sorry about that. Like he hasn't adopted the whole Max Chillstrom yet. So like we're working on it.
Top shelf. Guess what now? So they want to cut promos, huh? Okay. Hey, they want to cut. Okay, all right. Hey,
let's give them the full screen.
Boys, I know y'all watching right now. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. First off, you do not want to see me come November 11th because I am not the one to play with. When you step foot in Rochester, Minnesota, you are stepping foot in Tim Nella's city, Tim Nella's house. I'm telling you right now, when y'all show up, it ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be no talking. It ain't gonna be none of that stuff. I'm all about that action. Because right now, I've been training. I'm ready for this. Boys, look at this. Look at this right here, man. I'm telling you right now, Timothy Nela, Minnesota Menace, Madhouse, man, whatever you want to call me, just don't call me who is Tim Nella. You're going to know who Tim Nella is, because when I show up there in Iowa in a couple weeks, because I'll be there, y'all better retain them tag team belts. As a matter of fact, I might just hop in the ring right there, and I might look you dead in the eye and see what y'all going to do to me then. Huh? Y'all think y'all playing? Get the screen off me, man. I'm mad. Get the screen off me. I'm gonna see y'all boys in Iowa. Right there.
Get your tickets. Rochester, November 11th. Insanity in the Med City. Apparently, Chillaleo is going to be there. Oh, no, they're there. I was about to be like, they aren't done that, are they? But no, they're there. Apparently, there's going to be some sort of interaction with Tim Nella here in the Chateau Theater, which, by the way, now I'm very excited to be in the Chateau Theater, very historic theater here in town. So that's going to be a very cool venue as well. And then, yeah, I mean, we got Badger Briggs, Darren Corbin, Solomon Tupu, Clay Cooper. Man, get your tickets. Front row's almost sold out.
I love that moniker, the Minnesota Menace. Yeah.
So wait, have you come up with a name?
I don't even have a partner now. Now I got to find a partner. I'm getting challenged by the tag team champs. I'm sitting here, like I said, I came here.
Need backup. We got guys from Minnesota, 74 who has been just like chirping, saying he's ready. 6'3", 280. We don't even know who the fuck the guy is. He's just a guy from Minnesota. He just wants in.
Oh, I thought you were going to offer your services, Tom, because you both are top shelf.
No, I'm 6'2".
Hey, Tom, back your boy up in the ring. Back your boy up in the ring.
So I have a scheduling conflict, and it pains me to say this. I would definitely back Tim no matter what, no matter when, if it wasn't November 11th. And I apologize, Tim. I want to be there to see you get in the ring and at least do something related to this business with Madhouse. But I, unfortunately, will be in Iowa working with Absolute Pro Wrestling. I apologize. It's a scheduling conflict. I blame it on Luke Raven. He should know better. Or blame it on Jason Prentice, because he definitely should know fucking better by now. Because he keeps fucking up. That's Jason though. But like, I'm sorry, man. I know it's hard to hear that top shelf town shelves might not be there, man. But I believe in you, and I know you're gonna handle your business, whatever the hell that business might be. All right.
Maybe Luke Raven scheduled it that way on purpose, Tom.
Probably. He's a dirtbag, and I know he's not here in the chat, so I'll say it. Boss man's a dirtbag. Mouse is.
But we're gonna be there. But we're gonna be there October 28th, though.
Yeah, Tom. We're gonna be there.
I will be in Iowa October 28th, but I will be in a different part of Iowa that night as well. And this is also a scheduling problem because of Luke Raven. Okay, so I'm on board with Tim Nella, but I'm sorry, man. I know. This is the business, though, man. I gotta go where I get paid.
Abandoned by the top shelf.
It's crazy, man. I'm still gonna be there.
You're still team top shelf all the way, man. That's again. I got 4 guys running with team top shelf. It's you and Nerdy and the boys. And that's the thing, man. The boys are going to be in action that night. They need to be there, too. And, again, this is a scheduling problem with Luke Raven. It's all his damn fault. I blame Luke 100%.
Well, speaking of Luke, let Luke know right now that I will be there October 28th. And let Luke know also that them boys better have them belts when they come to Rochester November 11th. Or if boys.
But, I mean, I'm not going to be mad if they don't, because then that means the Hale Twins win.
Yeah.
And I would love to see that.
You can still whip them without
out of them. Yeah, you can still beat the shit out of them. And then you know, if it goes well, go after the Hale Twins. They're hard to beat though. They're mean. Days.
I might just. You know what? I'm gonna go October 28th. I'm just gonna sign my contract October 28th, right then and there. I'll challenge whoever.
There it is. Man, Chill Leo, they're not nice guys, man. This is the kind of shit they do. This is not a surprise that this is what they did, but it's gonna be a great time. I mean, first of all, Timmy, how just pumped is it that there's a wrestling show in Rochester in the historic Chateau Theater downtown?
I'm telling you, for the people that don't know, I mean, it's a big deal for our city. Ace, Top Shelf, JR, they know. I mean, it's a huge deal. And just even the fact that the show is even happening there because they've never done anything like this. I mean, everybody in Rochester is ecstatic for this. I was very ecstatic, but now I'm at the point where I'm like, it's time to go because I was not expecting to get called out. This is news to me right now. You know what I mean? And these I respected these guys. Like I said earlier, when I got on the show, what did I say? I respect everybody on the flyer, right? And then now Chileo they want to mention my name. They want to mention my name. Okay. Merch coming soon.
I mean, is it going to say who is Tim Nella or who the hell is Tim Nella? Because the phrasing matters, if you will.
He's going to keep it family friendly, I assume.
You should just wear a shirt that says "I'm Tim Nella."
Well, that's the thing. Everybody's gonna have who is Tim Nella. My shirt's gonna say I'm Tim Nella. I'm telling you, we needle movers over here, baby. That's what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm Tim Nella on the back, MFers.
That's top shelf right there. I like that. Too bad you ain't gonna be there, Top Shelf.
I know, man. I'm sorry that I'm not going to be there. That's my thing. Like I'm mad I'm not going to be there. Again, this is a scheduling conflict. I apologize. It's going to hurt my feelings. I'm not going to be there. So again.
But in honor of Tommy not coming, he wanted to help out. So he agreed to sponsor the show. So 2 Count sponsoring Madhouse Wrestling 9. You'll get the bill for that. So yeah, 2 Count sponsoring, but that's in Thomas's name since he will only be there in spirit, while JR and I will be there in the flesh.
Yeah, when I'm there in spirit, it costs me fucking money. When I'm there in person, I barely get a hello from the fucking crew. All right, these fucking guys denying the.
That's because they don't want to deal with your top shelf attitude.
It's not even a top shelf. It's literally just saying hello is basic common decency. You pass somebody in the hallway, you say hello to them, right? Yeah, these motherfuckers.
I appreciate you guys sponsoring, man. That's dope. It's gonna be a great show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I cannot wait. We're gonna do a lot of cool things in that venue, and it's just gonna be all kinds of fun. But
this will be funny. This will be funny. So what'll happen is when Darren Corbin comes into the theater, people are going to say, "Oh my God, Tom, you lost a shit ton of weight."
You know what? Don't put that kind of evil on Darren Corbin. He's a good gentleman. He's well liked by me, at least. All these other people who boo him constantly because they don't understand how good his greatness is. I mean, you can't deny his greatness just because he's a ginger. I feel like that's petty as shit, and we all should know better by now.
For sure. And to be so, like, in all honesty, like Timmy,
that's who you need to hang out with that night. You need to go greet Darren Corbin, make good friends with him. That would be a hell of a fucking tag team partner or backup if we need him. I'm just saying.
So yeah, Darren. By the way, like we've had Darren Corbin on the show, so go back watch that episode. Such a great episode. But here's the deal: like I'm pumped that this is all happening, and Tim, that you get to be involved with this. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't often like pop when I get like a message sent to me from management being like, "Hey, this person's gonna be at this show." But when they sent me the poster and I saw Darren Corbin on it, I got a little excited because I am a fan. Like we can all agree, probably one of the best,
right?
Yeah, probably one of the best, if not like top 3 heels in indie wrestling. I'd say Midwest, maybe even the States.
Gigantically underrated as well.
It's unfairly underrated. This guy should have probably been signed years ago. He's so fucking good. Again, if you were letting him go off as heel, he is the best heel you will ever see. We all know this. And I've even seen him at different companies as a face, and he nailed that too. So, like, very cool that he's going to be there. And you know who we have coming on the show? that we're going to preview the week leading into this one. I believe that is the episode that referee Clark Feldman will make his return to the show, who will also be refereeing at Insanity in the Med City. So
y'all should just go ahead and reach out to Chilaleo and have them come on the show too at some point in time between now and then.
We have not had Chilaleo on the show yet.
Just invite them on the show. You know, I mean, I may just show up. Who knows? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, how have we not had them on the show?
Because they're nobody.
Sort of douchey.
Yeah. They always just kind of yell at me and throw their stuff at me and then tell me not to break it, but they throw it at me. I don't get it.
It's your fault anyways, Ace. It's your fault they have been on, isn't it? That's
there's like 5 people that when they come out, it's my fault. Chilaleo, Maddie Starr, AVB.
Yeah.
That might be it.
I thought the big picture didn't like you either. Is that not true? Does he seem to be okay with you?
Yeah.
I think push you out of the way.
At the last Absolute show, he wasn't. Yeah.
I mean, I'll be real honest with you. That's still a good number of people who do not like you, which is good for me because I know who I can trust.
Maddie Starr takes up for about 3 of them. So
Maddie Starr doesn't like you either, though, Tom.
I know he doesn't like me, but he's coming around. He's coming around. Okay, this is what happens. It's the magic of giving me.
He's a smart man.
Around.
I made a big mistake at the last Absolute show. Tom, you saw.
You made eye contact with him?
No, yeah. I walked away from the ring after announcing them, but I didn't take Maddie's coat. Because he likes for me to wait to take it off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I didn't even realize it until the second or third time he yelled my name to come back to the ring, and then he threw said coat at my face.
Oh,
let's be fair. All he wants you to do is your job.
That's true. I know.
Yeah, let's get on it. All right. It's not like we don't have interns over there at Absolute Pro Wrestling that could do that same damn thing. Jason Prentice.
Timmy, let me ask you this. I mean, we kind of talked before we played the opening, but like you said, when we did the Astronaut podcast, that was when you and I kind of really became buds. We got to know each other very well. That's when the love of wrestling that we had was shared, and it was like, oh shit, because wrestling's one of those things when you find someone that you're like, you become friends with, and then it's like, oh wait, you like wrestling? Fuck, man! Like, all right, like homies for sure. And so, like, you and I hit it off right away because of that. And guys, it's no lie, JR, you recorded one of the very first unheard episodes of Stationary Astronaut, so you know about how many years ago this was.
Yeah.
And since then, like, it's that lot far back that Tim and I got to know each other well, and he would literally be like, dude, I got to get in the ring someday. I know I could do it. I got to get in the... And then every year it would always kind of intensify, actually. So, like, we've talked, you and I, Tim, on phone calls, have talked in recent weeks about what that night's going to kind of mean as a wrestling fan, someone who's grown up with this in your life and this love. Because everybody has that, everybody who has these things that it's just a part of them. For some people it's a band, for some people it's, gardening, for some people it's, another sport or activity or whatever. But like as a wrestling fan, like a hardcore wrestling fan, like the 4 of us are, it's something that's always just there and always a part. So what does that feel like kind of coming full circle now to where it's like, you're going to actually be involved in a wrestling show? You're not going to just be there watching it. You're not going to watch it on YouTube. Like you get to be behind the curtain now.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, like I feel like Top Shelf when I asked him why he wasn't going to be at the show, because I'm at a loss of words right now because, just the fact that this is something that I've been a fan since I was a kid. You know what I mean? And it's all about respect, because I respect what each one of these guys and gals does. You know what I mean? Like pro wrestling has come such a long way. I mean, anybody that is performing now, whether it's WWE, AEW, Madhouse, Impact, I mean, the list goes on. I just respect it because I understand it's not easy. You know what I mean? It's truly a commitment. It's one of those things where you not only do you got to take care of your body. I mean, when you start talking about promos, you just start talking about the travel. You talk about all these things that just goes into it. And like being a guy that's been a fan, and then now, like you said, just being behind the curtains, you know what I mean? Being able to walk down, whether it's if there's a ramp, if there's no ramp, I mean, just getting into a ring, just the whole aspect of just knowing that I'm going to be involved with it is just, it's just crazy. I mean, like even Chileo, whatever you want to say it. I mean, they cut a promo on me. I mean, like that I got chills. I mean, like I got guys that I respect cutting promos on me right now. You know what I mean? So it's just like I'm in the mix, you know, and I tune into you guys, and you guys know every time that we talk. I mean, like we truly love this. You know what I mean? Like I truly love this, and I'm like a big kid right now. You know what I mean? I'm just excited. I get to do something that my age of 35 that I wish I would have done earlier. But then again, it is what it is. It's never too late, right? You know,
Exactly.
And, it's not right. It's never too late.
No, I mean, me and Tom have had these conversations when we're on the road to Iowa for shows where it's like, you know, yeah, it's I'm 40 years old, but you know what? At least now I can say I've done it and I'm doing it. Like, and you know, and that's the other thing. People like this is what this is what makes. This is how you tell the difference of like someone who's like a real hardcore fan. Because some people are going to be like, well, what's the big deal? You're going to be on some show in Rochester with these guys who aren't on TV. Because the people who aren't true fans of pro wrestling and know what the whole the business is about doesn't understand that getting into the ring at an independent show somewhere in some bar, some freaking event center, some community center, gymnasium, wherever, because let's be honest,
or a great venue like the Chateau Theater,
or the great venue like the Chateau Theater, that is making it to the big time, you know. And if you want those aspirations to be a wrestler, make it to AEW, WWE, good for you. But for fucking old guys like us, like this is it. But I mean, for a real fan, that's you see. What's the girl's name? The big Bailey mark. She was always front row NXT.
Izzy.
Oh yeah,
Izzy. You see her 2-3 weeks ago makes her first pro wrestling debut, and like literally was like crying as she came out when everybody was cheering at her music hit. And that's what it's about. Like I said, like I've talked to Tom about it because it's, hey, you've done comedy, you've done all these things, and now this just fun thing that you've always loved and want to be a part of, and now here you are, you're cutting commentary live at these shows in Iowa, or I'm in
the best commentary around, actually, if I do say so myself. No offense.
Oh,
go ahead.
That's
smoke. What now?
Badger Calhoun's here. What? So like it is.
Cut me deep.
It's like it's a big deal. And some people, if you're a casual fan or something, you may not understand that, but it's a big deal. And for like Tim and I talking, it's like, it's a real big moment for him. It's going to be a big full circle moment for me. Cause you guys know the Mayo Civic Center is 3-4 blocks behind the theater.
Yeah.
And that was where I saw the very first live pro wrestling show I've ever been to, when I got to see AWA and see Larry Zbyszko and Sergeant Slaughter and Henning and all of them. You know what I mean? Like that was the spark, right? And now full circle, I'm going to be 3-4 blocks away in the middle of a ring announcing a show. So like, they're big moments for people like us. So, I mean, that's why I'm always interested to hear, because I've asked Tom the same thing on the car rides down, and JR. You've done it too. You've done commentary. Wink, wink. You might have some stuff we have you do November 11th, since you're going to be there. So like, what's your take on that? Like, I mean, because it's fun to be like a fan for so long, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I just crossed a line. I'm not a fan anymore.
So
I'm actually a part of it.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny because I don't know if you remember this. When you and I first started talking about doing this show, and it was the Mass Comedian XCast, and you were talking to me about how you would go down to Hall of Fame weekend and hang out with Wes, and that you had been asked to start doing some things. And I started teasing you about, well, now you're in the business. And I meant it sincerely, but And this is how it works. It's funny because one of the comedians that was at Goonies, by the way, go to Goonies on every Saturday, but November 11th.
Yes.
One of the comedians was asking me, gee, I really want to be involved in wrestling. What can I do? I said, dude, it's taken us a while, but you have to go and you have to become known and trusted. And, you know, as far as that goes, it's not an easy thing. But having said that,
Jeffy doing, by the way?
No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. But for me, I love to see you two getting to do this stuff. As you and everybody else knows, I would love to be able to do more. My life does not allow me to do it. And so, having said that,
old, right? Just
no.
Just call it what it is. You're too tired and old.
No. So, having said that, I am a bit jealous of you two because I would love to be doing that stuff, but I can't make that commitment to be as consistent as you guys are. Having said that, I think it's super exciting that there is going to be a show in Rochester. I'm excited for everybody to show up in Rochester and see it. I know they've had some other stuff, but they've not had anything like Madhouse down there.
Yeah, come watch us, and then you can go watch WWE the next month and be bored with them.
There you go.
Can I say this though? And this is for, and I don't want to get all motivational here on this but I'm going to have to. With this whole thing for me, it's just more of the amount of things that people want to do, but they're just afraid to do it. And I understand why people are afraid to do things. And I don't know what happened, but I've just gotten to the point where I'm not afraid of anything. You know, like something like this just truly excites me to the point where I'm obviously going to train and I'm committing to it because I respect everybody that does it. But then also, like Ace had just a few months ago, I was a lead role in a play, for crying out loud. I mean, I haven't done theater in over a decade. Thank you. And I was a lead role in a play. And so for 4 months in the summer, I sat there and rehearsed for a play while being a full-time realtor. Everybody knows that my number one man is my son, and you guys see him all the time while doing that. And it's just, then I got back on the football field for the team that Ace and I connected with years ago because I tore my ACL, MCL when I was a senior in high school. So I didn't have the opportunity to play high school football. So then what I did, me and two other friends of mine, we started a football team. Now it wasn't pro football. It wasn't semi-pro. I mean, it was amateur. We went to semi-pro for a year, but we gave people an opportunity to relive the times that they didn't get the chance to do. So like there were certain people on our team that never played high school ball because the coaches thought that they were too small or they couldn't do it. Then they come play on our team and they're superstars. And for them, once again, it may not be the NFL, but that's their NFL. So like this right here, this may not be WWE, AEW, but this is our WWE, AEW. If you love what you're doing, you're going to do it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what level you're doing it at. So like, I wasn't trying to get in my motivational mode, but that's just this whole thing for me. Like even with you guys get the opportunity to travel. You guys get the opportunity to host. We love pro wrestling. Now we are doing a show about pro wrestling. You know what I mean? Like this is the day and age we live in right now. So I mean, whether it's this, whether it's training, whether it's theater, whether it's I've done stand-up comedy, for crying out loud. I've done 5 stand-up. I mean, like people, right?
All 4 people on the screen right now have all performed on the exact same stage at the exact same comedy club in Rochester, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All 4 of us have done time on that stage.
Yeah.
And just as a kind of a reminder, well, what you're talking about for a lot of people that try to do stand-up comedy, it's the same. There's only so many Kevin Harts and Doug Stanhopes to go around, right? The big, huge names.
That is the biggest contrast of 2 comedians I've ever heard. Kevin Hart.
Well, I know it is.
Doug
but
Stanhope.
I know that Kevin Hart thing. I know what he was doing with that one. I'll let that one slide.
But you know what I mean? It's like
you got that, Tim.
Jim Gaffigans. Yeah. I mean, shut up, fuck off, both of you. but so the people, for example, that come down and headline at Goonies are the likelihood of them doing a stadium show in their lifetime not great, because it takes a certain kind of luck for that to happen, right?
Well,
So
like Bert Kreischer is like a great example of someone who's been at it forever, and
yeah,
this late in the game, dude finally could sell out a stadium and all this.
All of a sudden something pops and off you go.
Well, but why did it have to be Bert's shirt to pop off? Why? Why did it have to be the shirt? Okay,
People like it, man. People like it.
this is coming from a husky guy like me.
Tom, you guys start taking your shirt off on stage, I guess. Now.
I have, and I get paid directly to take my shirt off. Okay, I am basically a stripper at this point, and no one should ever want to fucking do that. But good old Steel Toe, man, they keep fucking railing me and bringing me in to take my shirt off, not railing me in. That's a whole different story. Anyhow, let's move on.
I've heard both. Anyways.
Obviously,
Very
we're all
special.
still very excited, though. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
very special times. Yep.
Yeah, the
Very
thrill of actually bringing a show to your hometown, I couldn't imagine. Mostly because no one should ever do a show in Ramsey, Minnesota. Why anything is being done in Elk River is probably only because Tony DiNucci lives in Elk River and he just wants to go a few blocks away. So, yeah, there you go. Rochester deserves it, at least.
That's the only show he goes to. All right. We got to cover a couple things, I said. First off, Jade Cargill is rumored to be done with AEW and reporting to WWE within the next week. Rumors are they already have plans in place for her. She's going to debut right away. Main roster, all this shit.
Good luck.
Odd. I mean, odd just based on the fact that she just was on Collision, 2 weeks ago or some shit? Like, she showed
That's
back
what
up.
I said. You brought her
I mean,
back for 1 week, and then this news of her leaving breaks?
I mean, that's kind of weird, and I think Tony Khan probably maybe had a plan, or, maybe that's one of those things. Maybe it's like you make it amicable where you send her off and say, hey, you did great things for us, kid. We hope the best for you. Good luck on the other side on the, hopefully the grass is greener. I don't know. Maybe Tony Khan's just one of those guys like, I'm giving you a good spot. Like the business
He's giving her like the best spot.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
He gave her like the best spot on the women's roster.
I mean, I like the fact that she came back and put Chris Statlander over. I mean, that makes perfect sense to me.
Did she though? I mean,
yeah,
she hit her with the what she called it, the blockbuster or something. I know Awesome Kong used to call it the implant buster or whatever. So
yeah. Well, anyway,
here's the deal though: if she really does go to WWE, cool, but put her through NXT for a year.
They're not going to though.
I know they're not. No, they won't. They won't.
Here's what.
But if you did, could you imagine the talent when she got through that year? Because she does that. We've all agreed on the look. The look is there, right?
But you guys, come on. When you're talking Jade Cargill, here's the thing. Take wrestling out of it, right? She is a African-American woman who is highly respected by other African-American women. She is a person that she is on the Shade Room. She is on all these other social media platforms. Like it's bigger than just wrestling when it comes to her. So it's like a person like her, because I know for a fact, when I check the Shade Room, when I check these other media outlets, she is always out there. She had a little situation with Bow Wow at one point. Bow Wow may not be as relevant as he used to be, but it's still a story. And you still got other African-American women and children and girls that look up to her and go, I want to do that, like the whole Bianca Belair thing. So it's like, but Bianca Belair is actually great. So I'm not comparing those two together, but I'm saying Jade Cargill, that's where it comes from. So you take it to like a WWE, you know for a fact that they're going to catapult her and they're going to put her front and center. And any of those, and they may even make her a face.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they just train her, that has been the thing.
Yeah.
She can't wrestle, and it's not even about. And I get what you're saying, and you're right, because it is a money game now at the end of the day for WWE and AEW. But I mean, you're putting people's lives at risk.
Here's the thing.
And that's the big thing, you know, because people tend to not realize that, like, people who aren't, you know, fucking big ass marks about it. Oh, whatever, they do this in the ring. It's fake. Like, there is a trust level that happens in that ring with your person you're working. Okay, yeah, you know, smoke and mirrors. You hate each other. You're gonna beat the crap out of each other, but really, you are protecting each other. You are making sure everything is going right, and if one person ain't part of that dance, it can end horribly. And that's the thing with her. I mean, we all said it about Nia Jax, and then when
Maybe
she
they
got
should
let
have
go,
them. Maybe they should have them wrestle since Nia came back.
maybe that should be a tag team.
I'm thinking that's what they did, though. I think that's what they're trying to do, because if they're trying to rush her, just put her on immediately when Nia Jackson's coming back. Because right now, what's the story on Nia Jackson? What is she going to be doing? Because Becky Lynch is the champ over at NXT now, right? So I mean, that division, I know.
One of your greatest female talents, and you make her your NXT champ, all because she didn't get that when she was there the first time. Like, it's not a good enough reason to be putting her back on your C show. Like, it isn't. She's one of your top talents. What are you fucking doing?
Another quick thing before we move too far away from Jade Cargill is that it was announced by TKO that they are not going to do any pay-per-views on the same nights as WWE would. So probably what that means is you're going to see some MMA pay-per-views on the same night as AEW.
I can see Tom's face too. I was like, wait, that made no sense. Because TKO doesn't own. So you mean TKO won't do it? WWE won't
UFC.
Do it on the same
they won't do UFC on the same night.
Right. UFC and so it's they're going to try to lock up all the nights.
So here's why it's problematic in my mind is because with Peacock running all the WWE stuff and the premium live events now, you can't have those on Sundays during the football season because Peacock can't have Sunday Night Football as an option along with WWE. So that's why I'm questioning all this shit, because that either means UFC is rolling back their fight nights and their pay-per-views, or they're just going to have a block where, like, hey, no, this Saturday, go check out WWE on on Peacock or whatever. I mean, that's weird because they're all like UFC has their contract with ESPN Plus. They there's no crossing over too much when it comes to that stuff. I mean, maybe
I don't,
I guess, but like.
And I don't understand that either, because I've seen interviews where they're like, oh, Dana White says that he won't have anything to do with WWE and that UFC won't have anything. And it's like, well, why is that even a question? Like, obviously, they're two different things. They're just owned by the same people now. Like, why would that automatically assume Dana White all of a sudden is going to be showing up on Monday Night Raw? Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck? But unless... money, the money.
Well, I mean,
here's a parallel. If you didn't hear this, it's rumored that AEW is going to leave BR Live and go over to Max.
Yeah, I saw that too. Hey, go for it. I got Max. I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay,
I got Max too.
Hell yeah.
It'd be better for their numbers, where if you're not paying the $50 or $60 a pay-per-view and you're just I mean, that's going to help Max's numbers too. I mean, honestly, if this is a Warner Brothers Discovery move where they're kind of pushing AEW, I mean, they already have 3 shows across TBS and TNT, and likelihood is they probably want to bring them more under the umbrella, realizing how much money they lost out when they just decided to give up on WCW. That, you know, the business of wrestling can still make you a lot of fucking money, as again Vince McMahon has shown time and time again.
Is 3 shows a week smart though?
Well, when it only equals out to 5 hours, and that's what you have for WWE programming across 2 shows, it's probably not the worst. They have 2 bad nights, I think, as far as Friday night and Saturday nights, as far as an older demographic. But if you're trying to get kids, those are 2 prime nights to have like sleepovers with your friends or whatever. So you're going to watch Rampage and Collision. So
Well, when you pre-record Rampage before or after Dynamite, why not just make Dynamite 3 hours?
True.
3 hours is too long to sit through stuff.
Dynamite can be 3 hours though. Dynamite's a good show.
Well, so
I enjoy Dynamite.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there, Tim. I think the fact is like there's that concern about the fact that every time somebody's done 3 hours of programming since the Monday Night Wars, it hasn't really been the most favorable. Like Raw is it's a lot of filler though. That's the whole thing. Raw has so much filler where it's a promo package, it's backstage shit, it's a lot of commercials. AEW does at least do like the picture in picture as far as when it's a match and they go to commercial, you can still see the match going on. So I think when you lose some of that factor about the fact like, okay, we're going to give you an hour and a quarter of matches or wrestling related stuff, and then you're going to get 45 minutes of commercials. That's a good trade-off. It's not quite like it's definitely better than what WWE gives you as far as their 3 hours. Sometimes bogging that down, especially with dealing with like TBS and TNT, where they have a certain level of like what they want to also have as other programs.
Remember during the Monday Night Wars when that first Monday Night War, or let's say it was WCW, let's say it was Nitro, when it went over 5 minutes, and then it went over, and then you know what I mean, and because like, and then you're kind of going like, oh my goodness. Because like now AEW, what they do every single night with Dynamite, they go, oh, this match is gonna go until but they always manage to cut it off right at 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like they kind of get you amped up. But back with the Monday Night Wars, it's like it legitimately went over, and you sat there and you waited for it to end. And so like I'm looking at Dynamite right now. I'm good because like Raw should not be 3 hours. I'm sorry. I mean
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that extra run because I remember what was like a year or two ago that WWE announced they were going to cut that time off and let USA have it back. And I was a little bummed because that used to be the best part. One of the fun parts about Raw is you would watch it, and right when it hit 10, it's like, okay, it's 10, but
it got good.
Is he going to go to 10:04? Is he going to go to 10:08? Are we going to get a 10:12? If it broke the 10-minute mark and they haven't cut to that next stupid whatever show, back in the day it was like, what, Silk Stockings or some bullshit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it was like 10:00, you're like, ooh, okay.
You knew it was good.
Shit. We have some shit.
Well, and part of the thing is, though, too, and since I was a WCW guy, I'll say this: like Nitro never bored me for 3 hours, but also you had a lot of different matches. I mean, they really used the cruiserweights very well. They used some of their mid cards well. They'd move around, kind of like we're in the first match of the night. We got a main event qualifier. So you got whoever's going to be challenged for the World Heavyweight Championship at the end of the night is going to be facing off for the first match of the night. And so all of a sudden you might have Ric Flair versus Roddy Piper or something like that, or Diamond Dallas Page versus Sting, or Goldberg or Nash, Hogan, whoever. Like, you're going to have a big name in the first 10-15 minutes of the show, and then it's going to kind of pace the rest of it. And, you're coming back from commercial, and all of a sudden you might get the Nitro girls there dancing. Like, hey, it's a change of pace. The 90s were a good time is what I'm saying, all right? We need to bring back some of that 90s flavor for wrestling, girls in skimpy outfits. Let's do it.
Bring back the Nitro girls.
Machismo.
Bring back the Nitro girls.
No, thank you.
What? Oh, Ace. Come on.
I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, the Nitro girls they were hot, but it was like all they did was dance. Like, I enjoyed it more. I enjoyed it more on WWF because at least they were hot, but they were in the ring and they were getting involved doing shit. You know what I mean? Like, at least we were getting like an evening gown match instead of just watching a dance routine. You know what I mean? But I would rather
those dancers kept the people entertained in the audience. All right, man. It wasn't necessarily about you coming back and like, hey, the girls are dancing. It's like, no, it's like, the people were entertained by these kind of cheerleaders.
That the people are entertained anytime the People's Champ is back. How about that fucking pop on Friday Night SmackDown? First of all, you got Pat McAfee back. And he's going with a theory there, and then all of a sudden you get the Rock makes his way back. The only thing, and you guys know I'm a huge Rock mark. That's my dude. The only thing that kind of sucked is they've always been really good about when Rock's coming, you don't know, or if Austin's showing up, you maybe don't know. And that, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I knew like I had to have been like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock that day. It had broke that someone on Pat McAfee's staff said that, well, him and Rock are going to be at Raw. And I was like, oh, but then, you know, it's Rock though.
SmackDown?
So like, sorry, SmackDown. Yeah. But it's The Rock, you know, he could still very well go to the show and not do anything. But I mean, man, it's always funny too when The Rock comes because they apparently just lose all fucking manner of time management on the show.
Correct. That was a 15-minute segment that they don't normally have anymore.
No, but you gotta love it when you got the crowd going like that. When he's literally being like, "This side says you're,"
Yeah.
I say an asshole. Like, I mean, you got the crowd having a blast.
And you got him and Cena on screen together too.
Yeah,
which
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. Like it was, there was like a shot afterwards too, where I guess Rock went up to like a fan in the front row. That might have been with like Cena's wife or something. I guess they were saying, but I mean,
he took the selfie.
Something. Here's the deal though. Rock is there early in the day though. I think it's the bigger news. He's on the Pat McAfee show and he talks about 39 was a lock. It was going to be me and Roman. Didn't happen. Then he says, "Hey man, I still want to do it. Like I got nothing going on. WrestleMania 40. I'm available. Philly." I mean, we know Roman. We talked about this last week. Roman's going on a limited schedule. He's not going to be there full time anymore. But I mean, you already had the biggest opening day sales of tickets. They said they had like 80,000 Mania tickets sold the first day they went on sale. Obviously, that's 2 nights, so be fair, break it up to 40 piece a night, which is probably half to 3/4 of the stadium they're playing. How much does the Eagle Stadium hold?
I don't know. It's always hard because technically wrestling is much different than like a concert there. You know, because concerts are going to block off one half. And then
more room with the ring, yeah.
You know, like I mean, I don't know. I think really like WWE needs to look at the smaller the stage. I think the better the show. That's just me. So like when you make this massive stage like they do for
but I agree to a point. But I've always Mania is the show of shows. You know what I mean? So like, I don't think you can ever go back to arenas for it. It's got to be stadium. It's just got to be. I like that they're doing bigger stadiums for the other 3. I think JR and I talked about this when it was the Mass Comedian X-Cast. Those big 4 should not lose the prestige they have as being the first 4 original pay-per-views that WWF ever ran. Those should always be made a bigger deal. Because let's be honest, I mean, wasn't there a time where they were running a pay-per-view every 2 weeks when the brand split was there?
Seems like it.
And it was it lost its special feel when you just had these pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view. I miss the days of like you got one every 2.5 to 3 months, and it was those big 4, and those storylines ran until then. I mean, shit, some of those things it was like they worked 2 or 3 of those pay-per-views together, so it was a year or 2 almost worth of fucking storyline. And that's what hooked me as a kid. Like that's you get invested when you're hooked on TV or in the crowd. So I don't know, man. If Rock is going to be there and Rock is going to have that Roman match.
Are we there?
Yeah, man. I might have to go for the weekend. I got to be there. I did it. I mean, when he announced Once in a Lifetime with Cena, like that next day when they were like, it's on 1 year from now in Miami, I said it that night, I'm like, I'm going to be there. I'm going. So now I'm kind of like, and you guys know I was never a big Roman guy, but I do love the Bloodline character, storyline, the head of the table. I love all of it. And to have The Rock there, and you know Rock's going to lose. Like, I already know that.
Oh, yeah.
He has to. He has to go out on his back to Roman. There's just no way he can go over on Roman. He can't. Not if you're trying to tell that story properly and build that family lineage properly. So I understand that, but God, I want to be there.
So when does Roman drop the belt, though, man? Like he might. I don't see him dropping his belt anytime soon.
Yeah,
Well, they won't drop it. The only way that he would drop it, in my opinion, would be if The Rock came in somehow and got involved in the family business, because Jimmy's on SmackDown and Jay's on Raw, and it's somehow this still, I mean, in my opinion, they overplayed it somewhat, but they still have to get it to that conclusion where one of those guys takes it off of Roman, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be Jay, and maybe The Rock comes in and stops Solo and Jimmy from interfering, and that sets up the Roman versus Rock part of it, where I'm the tribal chief, and Rock will say, no, I'm the tribal chief, and then they'll settle it that way without the title being involved.
The title got to be involved, though, JR, doesn't it?
Not with, I mean, if it's The Rock, I don't think so.
But if it's for the tribal chief, you know what I mean?
But here's the deal. They could do that as a title match because, again, Roman has to win that match. And I think Rock knows that. Roman has to win. You're not going to not put Roman over on Rock. This isn't a Cena once in a lifetime, obviously. Like, that's a different deal. But, I mean, The Rock is definitely willing to put his cousin over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, you could have that be a title match if they don't drop it before Mania. It's just also something that doesn't need the title involved either, though.
Well, like I was saying before, JR so rudely interrupted me. Yeah, Tim, you're right. I don't know where you see Roman lose the title. It's just really, really difficult, especially considering you didn't have him lose it to Cody at the last WrestleMania, or even to Sami Zayn before then. So I really believe that they've kind of dwindled down the pool of actual competitive and viable options. So I don't know if we go to April, but I mean, April's still right around the corner. I mean, so it's not too hard to believe that 7 months from now we're going to see Rock and Roman for the title.
The only other possibility there might be would be if Cody were to win Money in the Bank and then use it that night somehow, because I'm with Ace, because I don't feel like the Roman and Rock match has to be for the title.
Well, but you know what, though? That could be cool, though, right? It's a title match. Roman goes over on Rock. They hug it out, shake hands, whatever, middle of the ring. Rock ducks out, leaves. You got Roman still celebrating. Rock walks, takes the slow walk back, right? Does the last look. Like, yeah, kind of. Roman's still in the ring with the title, and then all of a sudden just freaking Cody Rhodes music hits. Or not even. That'd be even better. Mania, you don't even play the music. He just fucking comes out of nowhere. From behind, Crossroads, cashes in, wins the title.
Oh, now Boss Man shows up. Now the Boss Man shows up. Second hour of the fucking program over here. Now Luke shows up. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Must have had some big working. Must have had some big going-ons today.
Oh, you missed it. Timmy got fired up, Luke, over that Chileo video. Fired up.
Yeah, you got to go back and watch the first hour there, Boss Man. Ace, your camera's all sorts of fucked up.
I see that.
Oh, you have kids? Thanks, Heath Slater. I didn't know you had kids. Unbelievable.
I got kids.
Yeah, you got to say, I got kids. You can't say, I have kids. That's too correct English Midwesterner. I got kids. You got to say it like that, man. I mean, Tim Nela has a child. You don't see him being this way. Come on now. Man's been here the whole time, Luke. helping to promote
Hey, tell
your
that-
show, Insanity in Mid-City, November 11th at the Chateau Theater there in good old Rochester, MN.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
Look at
Luke, man, Luke, tell your boys Chilaleo to chill out, bro. Tell the boys to chill. They messing with the wrong one. I'm Mr. Freeze, man. It's not gonna be pretty when they see me, man. Let them boys know.
Yeah, Luke, you missed it.
Hey,
Tim
I was just
Tim
going to say,
wants
if
to
you're going to knock these
be-
boys out, go ahead, Ace.
Tim said he's going to be at the 28th front row there, Luke. So we might have to save a chair there for Tim Nela. He wants first look at these guys.
What I was going to say, since Ace can't stop hearing himself talk, what you do is if you can knock these guys on their ass, bring out one of these Med City Freeze shirts or sweatshirts, just drape it right over them, right? Especially Max Chill, I think he'd appreciate that, right? Just for the brand, baby. Just take a page out of Pat McAfee's book for the brand, baby. Just right?
Top shelf, you think I'm playing the front of the shirt? Gonna say who's Tim Nella? The back gonna say I'm Tim Nella. This is just boom, boom, boom. I'm telling you right now, like.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, like, as far as with the football team and all that sort of stuff, man. Like, drop on their ass. You say you're Mr. Freeze, right? So
how about I just bring the boys out? How about I just bring the whole team out there? We sit right there front row. I mean, come on, man. Like we can have some fun. You know what I mean? Like these boys got me hot. You know what I mean?
I know the Freeze team is going to be out in force on November 11th. So.
Oh, it's gonna be a movie,
Freeze,
man. We gonna have some. How many name changes have I had this entire show right now? This is crazy.
7.
I know. I called JR Top Shelf and he didn't even say anything.
I saw that. I didn't like it. I thought it was unprofessional, Ace.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did. I just didn't say anything because I don't have to hear myself speak as much as you do. So we're good.
I wanted to ask y'all this, and this is like obviously like nothing's on script, but who did Steiner math better, Steiner or MJF? Did you guys see that?
Dude, MJF's cut of that
MJF
was
totally.
fucking phenomenal, man, because he kept good pacing on it, and everybody knew he was going, but it didn't like get skewed too much, where you felt like he was getting offended by his own fucking brain chemistry.
I was going to say, yeah, that's because Steiner literally got confused trying to count.
I mean, honest to God, that was one of the funniest fucking things when everybody's just like, yeah, he's doing it.
MJF, though, is, I mean, what, top 3 in the game, in the industry right now?
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Has to be.
I mean, what, you're probably figuring what, MJF, Cody, and Seth probably right now are the top 3 talkers? I mean, maybe Jericho's in there, so maybe that's a top 4 or something like that. But I mean, realistically, like,
I think
as far as AEW, WWE, man, like, there's some of the top guys right there as far as on the mic.
Eddie, though, on the mic, Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, Eddie's different though. Eddie's different.
You can get away with like blind rage on the mic.
See, to me, MJF is more like that young Jericho.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when I see what they're both capable of, when I look at MJF, I think this is what he's going to have the same lifespan, career span as Jericho, because he's just able to reinvent all the time so far.
Can I throw somebody out there because they're feuding currently? Samoa Joe is solid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he gets Samoa Joe is solid. It's so believable, and he's just spot on.
Yeah, he is so good.
Well, when you put some anger behind it, it is that much more believable, I mean,
but like, how good was he on commentary too? WWE.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, would you let me fucking finish, Ace?
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
like the third time you've interrupted me on this show tonight.
That was not me, Tom.
Ow.
Are we done being children?
Are you done being a child?
I was done being a child. I was just thinking it was very fucking rude. Ace.
Say what you got to say, Tom.
It's very easy to.
You know, I'll tell you what. It's interesting that you bring it up.
No, finish your thought, JR. You were saying something?
No, I just thought it was interesting that he brought up that you were being childish. And then taking these long, dramatic pauses.
Just keep it up, old man.
And by the way, you know, you wouldn't get nearly as worked up, Tom, if you would just smoke some legal marijuana.
Listen, the devil's cabbage is not for the likes of the top shelf here, okay? So just mind your P's and
well,
Q's
that's
there.
because you're not very top shelf. You need to know that before my wife had her physical ailments, we used illegal marijuana, and it was the only thing that worked. And now, after all this time, marijuana is finally legal in Minnesota.
Just in case you didn't know it was legal, Tom.
I believe I've heard from Mr. Ventura, former Governor Ventura, every week since it's fucking happened. So
yeah, he likes his legal marijuana.
He doesn't want anybody to forget.
Yeah, no, we get it. We get it.
Did you ever finish what you were going to say? Because I'm waiting for you.
I don't need to fucking finish it. You guys apparently think I don't need to finish it, so I'm not going to fucking finish it.
No, that's not true. We want to hear what your opinion is.
Assholes.
We do. We just did when you lob these softballs up and leave these huge pauses where anybody can insert anything.
In all fairness, I think you were freezing though.
I was not freezing. It's your shit internet. Don't say I'm freezing.
You could be, but you were freezing on my end, so I didn't hear you.
Yeah, because it's your shitty ass computer with a shit ass camera with a shit ass fucking microphone in your fucking face. Upgrade your system. Don't worry about my fucking system and my internet. Your fucking computer freezes, you asshole.
Upgrade your life, bro.
I'm fucking top shelf. You upgrade your fucking life, man.
What kind of speed you got, baby?
Shut your fucking mouth, JR. I swear to God. Fucking, you're on my last fucking nerve, both of you. If it wasn't for Tim Nela right here, I'd be fucking furious. But Mr. Freeze over here is keeping everything cool, so I gotta keep it cool. All right, so that's all I'm gonna say right now.
Hey, everybody, chill. What? We don't. Come on, that's a Mr. Freeze.
No, we're good.
Come on, guys.
He's got to get a picture though, so you can say it.
I'm taking all the jabs at Max Chill. Max Chill. You know what I mean? Like Max Chill. Max Chill.
Max Chillstrom. Max Chillstrom.
He hasn't signed the adoption papers. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. So
he just keeps drinking Four Locos, staring at him. Do it.
I can't believe this shit. I cannot believe somebody's trying to adopt me.
Hey,
in my 20s.
22 years old. What the fuck?
Like if he knew what was good for him, I'm just kidding. If he knew what was good for him, he probably would be talking about Tim Nela. So yeah, I'm just saying. Sometimes the boy needs a whooping, you know, like, and he's that guy. He's going to take the ass whooping probably. I mean, because I'm not a betting man per se, but if I was betting on anything, I'd put my money behind Tim Nela for sure. I mean, Madhouse.
You'll find out the hard way.
I know they are, man. I know they are. I know. Oh, here we go, Luke with his fucking paragraph here.
I gotta tell you this because this is I don't think I've mentioned this on this show, Luke. So my grandkids, I get a text from my son. The grandkids are having a lemonade stand. Do you want to? And I'm like, yeah, I'll come over. I'll buy some lemonade from them. So I go over, I buy a cup. The first thing my grandson says, and he's 7, he says, and we donate to ourselves.
He's smart.
I'm like, dude, you can't do that.
I like how if I don't use the Oppenheimer, Luke might actually buy his kids like a pair of shoes or some shit. All right, get over yourself, Luke. Fucking.
Well, try not saying the F word and see what happens.
I will try none of the sort. All right. Let me do commentary, and I won't fucking swear.
Luke wants to host a watch along eventually, so we got to make that happen at some point, guys.
Oh yeah.
Luke better just go watch his tag team champs and have him watch their mouth. You know what I mean? Because they mention my name one more time, I'm gonna be in Iowa like that.
I'm sure that.
So,
I'm
Luke,
sure next week.
Worry about that.
Boys
don't be surprised if I'm in Iowa tomorrow.
Max Chill got one thing right though. It is cold here.
Not all the time.
80 degrees is fucking freezing.
But in November.
In November, it'll be still 60.
Oh, I hope.
We'll probably already have like that first snow.
Yeah, probably.
Gabriel Galeo sounds like a hater, bro. Why is he mad that I'm on a flyer? What I do to him? Out of everybody.
I don't know. I think he's just mad at life. What do you think, Luke?
Oh yeah, there you go. Let's ask the guy who is trying to type right now. I mean, he's just going to type another fucking paragraph about this. Yeah, there's another Oppenheimer. I hope your kids don't eat tomorrow. How about that, Luke? Asshole. Fucking me saying F-bombs on this fucking show is what makes it so goddamn watchable.
I hope these kids starve.
I know, I'm over here just being a real asshole and shit like that. Tim just throw it at the top shelf, baby. Like, yeah, man. Only solo poster ever. Oh, shit. That's probably why they're pissed. You get your own solo, and they're tag team, so they can never get a solo poster. You know,
yeah, they'll never get one of those idiots. It's not my fault.
Yeah, fucking idiots. Hey, there's another Oppenheimer for you, Luke. I hope your kids don't get socks for Christmas. How about that?
I guess I didn't realize. I guess I didn't realize that you were the only person that's had a solo poster. So,
hey,
that's big.
I'm a needle mover, bro. That's just what it is. Oh, there's that boy right there. Okay. Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's going down. Look at you. I didn't know you were sponsored by Nike.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, did Nike sponsor this photo shoot?
It's like, I mean, don't get me look, man. Don't get me wrong. You got the look. Yeah, top shelf for sure, man. Wear those swooshes until.
Sissy, we should get you the Nike headband.
Guys, here's what's gonna happen. November 11th, we're gonna put on a show, and these guys are gonna want to come back. You know what I mean? Like this is gonna be a thing. I mean, we're gonna host a great show, an after party. I mean, this isn't just gonna be like an average. You know what I mean? Like, we're excited. You know what I mean? Like, we're rolling out the red carpet. I mean, we want to have a great time. Anybody that's gonna be there. I mean, like, truly, like I said before, whatever happens inside the ring beforehand. I mean, we'll take you guys out. I just want to have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, I respect every last one of y'all and everything that you guys do, and I want you guys welcome to our city.
And I want to say this. I 100% agree with you, Tim. And I'm going to say that we're guaranteed an even better time because Tom's going to be in Iowa that night.
Damn.
I didn't say it, Tom.
I know you didn't say it, Ace. Did I come after you, Ace? No.
I'm just reminding you.
But he's the one
that
I
got the fucking mental capacity of JR over here. Come on, I'm a fucking smart young man over here. I'm not fucking aged well past my prime like JR, okay? Yes, JR, I will be in Iowa that night. Again, I am not the one who scheduled these issues. Luke did, okay? That's Luke's problem, not mine. This is Luke's problem.
Hey, can I bring this up real quick because we're talking wrestling? And I need to hear what you guys got to say about this. Okay, so Friday Night SmackDown, I know majority of us probably watched it. So when LA Knight beat The Miz, he cut the promo and he called out Gunther, Rey Mysterio, Seth Rollins, Roman. Is this a tease? I mean, you guys better than I do? I mean, what do you guys think is supposed to happen next? Are we going to get what we want? I mean, what's up?
Well, was it last week we talked about how they have not come to an agreement on a contract for LA Knight? So he is on some limited time right now because if they don't come to an agreement, my guess is he doesn't have more than a few months left on his contract. So I don't know. It depends. I mean, if they can sign him, yeah, maybe and maybe that's going to be part of the deal that gets him to resign. Is hey, well, we're going to give you a run. We're going to give you a title run. He is so flipping over right now.
Crazy.
So over.
Crazy.
Go ahead, Tom.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, JR. Best movie made all night. In my opinion, the move to make here is to, calm down the title changes with the U.S. Championship. If you're really going to run with somebody, you need to make it a run with somebody who's then elevating that title back up to where it needs to be. Because you have Gunther doing that with the Intercontinental Championship right now. He's had this long-standing run. He's made the championship vital to that organization again. Because everybody knows once he drops it, he's in the title picture. They got to do that same kind of stuff with the tag team championships, but LA Knight didn't call out tag team champions. So reality is, yes, I say that's probably the most likely title for him. Probably then he drops it down the road. Maybe he loses at WrestleMania. Then you're looking at maybe he's in line for a match against Seth Rollins, or maybe they just give him that shot against Seth or Roman. But I think it's probably going to be more likely Seth Rollins.
Probably.
Just to the chagrin of Joey Jojo, our favorite referee in Iowa.
I mean, the thing is, too, though, is that I know Cody said that, like, oh, I don't want the story to finish, blah, blah, blah. But, like, that's not true. Like, obviously, you know what I mean? Like, right? He wants the title. Dad never had it. He wants it. Why would he all of a sudden be like, oh, I don't want that story to finish? And I think you've got to, like, pull the trigger at some point on it. You have to.
Yeah. JR?
I was just gonna say before you had to put in your super verbose speech that I can't recall anybody being as over as LA Knight since Becky Lynch broke her nose.
The man Lynch.
Yeah, and before that, Enzo and Cass. I mean,
man, how fun was it watching him almost like not take himself out on that rope? Jeez,
that was a good old days, and maybe that sparked the insanity within him.
I don't know.
Discount just gave a big old yawn there. Maybe it's time for bed. Big guy over there is tired.
I'm not tired. I just need bed.
Make another turn.
Is that Tom Is that Tom suggesting the show's done?
Tom hinting the show should be over.
Tom hinting.
Be an adult, man. Just say, you know what, guys, I'm getting tired. I think we should wrap it up.
We can. It's 37. We can go. Real quick though, everybody again.
The cat yawned.
October 28th, me and Tim Nela will be down in Nat Creek Vet Center, Walford, Iowa, down in the Cedar Rapids area. Get your tickets. I do believe front row sold out. 10 general admission left. 15 kids are 10. Doors at 6:30. Show at 7. Trick or treat. We're gonna have some candy and treats for the kiddos. Stacked card right there. Look at that. We got Clay Cooper, Jimmy Wild, Sparrow, Saint, Chilileo, Arjun, Rory Fox, you guys may know him, feuds with Matt Cardona and that gentleman right there. And, of course, the Hale sisters and Amina Belmont. And then get your tickets November 11th, brought to you by Thirsty Belgium, Midwest Vintage Toys, Glinner's Pub, The Drip, Cadobo, Mexican, who will also be our food for the night, and the Fade Clinic. Chateau Theater, Peace Plaza, Madhouse Wrestling 9, Insanity in the Med City. Tim making his wrestling show debut. I'll be there. JR will be there. Tom won't be there. He said that, so whatever. But it's going to be a stack show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tom will watch it on IWTV to catch the replay.
Now, I do believe it's still a 10% discount if you use code Madhouse when you subscribe to IWTV. And if Luke's still here, tell me I'm wrong. Or just tell me I'm right. Just fucking say yes. Drop the promo code here, man. Come on, Luke. Help the brand. Dummy. Sorry, fucking dummy. I want to make sure I catch your kids like their next snack as well.
For the man. Yeah, dude. Timmy, what do you got anything coming up? Anything that people can check you out? What social media, whatever, promote whatever.
What are we talking about here, man? November 11th, you can see Tim.
Well, but I mean, we did that, but I meant like 5 mics or any of that stuff. You want to get that out?
Here's the thing, guys. I've cleared my schedule. I've cleared my schedule. Obviously, homes are still being sold, things like that, but still being a father. But I've cleared my schedule. November 11th is locked in. I mean, like, I'm invested for November 11th. And now I'm invested for October 28th also because I'm definitely looking forward to that one. But no, I'm
Luke,
ready. I mean,
Tim, hang on one second. Luke, yes, just let me know what time. Noon to 1's my only bad hour. Luke's coming to town Thursday, Tim. And then Luke, I believe, Tom, you're in Saturday or no? I didn't catch what you had said. Are you working?
I am working the door at Dusty's Northeast that night.
Okay.
Young Jackson King does not like to tell his Minnesota friends when he's coming to Minnesota.
Either way, Luke, I'll see you Saturday night. I doubt. I'm guessing JR, you're not going to come out.
Yeah, probably not.
So, okay.
Born
Sorry.
old ass JR.
Finish up, Timmy. Later, Luke.
All right, Luke. See you Thursday. No, like I said, I'm November 11th. That's it. I mean, like, I tune in every Tuesday. I mean, you guys already know that, and I'm just honored. Can't wait. November 11th. Between now and then, you'll get promos from me. You know what I mean? So just because now that these boys fired the first shot, it's going down. I might just cut like a Razor Ramon vignette. You know what I mean? I might just do something. I mean, I might take it back old school a little bit. You know what I mean? Just yeah, we're gonna have some fun with it now because now that I have kind of an idea of what's gonna happen. I mean, if I find a partner, those two boys can get it. You know, but between now and then, I'm on the ass. Believe that. I'm on it.
All right. Word, he says. Tom,
if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, I got really nothing coming up other than the absolute shows that apparently no one can work around schedules nowadays. So yes, I will miss obviously the 28th of October.
Next one's October 13th.
Yes, Friday, October 13th in Fort Dodge again.
Dodge, Iowa.
Yeah.
Check it out.
And then we got Gold the 21st down there in Waterloo, 28th in Algona. Yeah.
Which, by the way, Tommy and I, we've been to Algona many times for Absolute Pro Wrestling. Great wrestling towns where the vault used to be for IPW. Very tragic news down in Algona this last week. So a lot of love and prayers and just thoughts to the town, the family of the officer that lost his life that night and everything. So real crazy situation that Algona had to go through this last week. So
yes, but so yeah, I will be doing the Absolute gigs while you all are working the Madhouse. So yeah, but and then hopefully I'll have some comedy shows to talk about coming up, especially coming winter, late fall. You know, that's when comedy really starts thriving in Minnesota here. So I gotta obviously get down there, do Goonies and stuff like that. So Tim and Ace can come and see me do real comedy, and then maybe if John Russell's around, see his brand of the yuck yucks, if you will.
Let's go. I'll be there. Right, I'll be there.
That's right.
JR.
What kind of middle of nowhere place you going next fucking weekend?
Not to fucking Algona. I'll be at the Big Bushy Beaver Brewing Company in St. Cloud on the 14th.
Nice.
Beaver Island Brewing for Big Beaver Comedy or whatever.
Whatever. I'll be. They don't watch, so I don't give a fuck. I will not be here next week. I will be in San Diego.
San Diego.
So in my stead, you guys have got a great guest lined up, which I'll wait until I'm done. I don't know. Whatever. I did want to mention
soon. 2 count.
Well, now I don't have to play that. Did want to mention that I believe it's October the 5th open mic will be returning to Goonies.
What?
Yes. It would be run by Andy Fisher.
Ugh.
Details
What a
will
schlub.
be huh?
I said, what a schlub.
Whatever. And he will be details will come out on how it works. Just so you know, I'm not going to be involved in it in any way, shape, or form, unless I happen to be down there for some reason.
What night is it?
Unlike it'll be Thursday nights again, 7:30 again, and what I'm told is 7:30 till 9. It's going to be a pre-booked open mic that'll be done by email. So,
very, very cool.
So that'll be fun. That'll be, and Tim Nela can go down there and do some promos before the 11th. I'm sure that you'll be able to pull in whatever riffraff is down there at the comedy club.
So, real quick, I was actually wrong on my bookings. Clark Feldman is next week.
Oh.
So, me and Tommy are going to hang out with our homeboy Clark.
Hooray. Tim, what are you doing next week? You want to fill in for the old man?
Shoot, let's do it.
See, look at that.
I will send Timmy the link too. I was
Why
actually
not?
wrong. The preview show for November 11th is actually going to be, as long as he still has it, come this time around, the champion, Jimmy Wild. The Dirt Dog.
The Dirt Dog, huh? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, you know what? We haven't played the town game with Jimmy Wild, so
We're going to do it with the Dirt Dog in November.
I like Jimmy Wild.
Jimmy Wild's the man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, boys. A great show. Can't wait to see everybody next week with Clark.
Except for JR. Fuck San Diego. Because
San Diego ever do to you?
I don't know.
San Diego ever do to you? Out of nowhere.
There's
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Right by the
Great show, everybody. Great show.
Right by the San Diego airport, there's a place called, I think it's like Lucha Libre Taco and Burritos.
Oh.
The best, JR. Check it out.
I'll be in San Diego next month, JR, for the first time, so I can't say F San Diego.
Cool.
You also then, Tim, check out Lucha Libre Tacos and Burritos. Oh, it's so good. We've literally left when we had like a 3-hour layover. We literally rented a car just to go get tacos and burritos over there once. It's so good. And it's all Lucha Libre.
Lucha Libre.
Lucha. All right, everybody. You can end it.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Well, I won't, but these guys will. Bye-bye.
See you.